Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV, episode 293 of the Straightjacket podcast. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Hope everybody's safe as well. You know what I mean? In these crazy times. And yeah, good to have Minna back on. Minna, how are you doing? Been all good?
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah. It has
Guys,
been.
hit the like button. Let's get Saeed to 100k, man. Let's get him the plaque,
Come on.
inshallah. But I'm good, man. You know, crazy times we're living in, but alhamdulillah, can't complain.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. That's the main thing, man. Nuruddin's been on the front line this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying to you? He's safe and well. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Always, man. I'm anti-fascist through and through, man.
Yeah.
Anti-fascism runs through my veins, mate. I am not about where people get racist hatred and people are getting punched and because they're Muslim or because they're black or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not standing for that, mate. It's simple. I've had too much political education out on my side. These people don't know me, but it's all good. Yeah. We're on the front lines, man. We're telling it as it is. Big up everybody. Hope everybody's safe. And yeah, but rest assured, innit, that people are not going to take this kind of violence and stuff like that. People are not, mate. The fascists, you have to face them off. And I hate it when these reporters go far left, far right. Nah,
yeah,
fascist and it's anti-fascist. Simple. Let's get it to the right. But yeah, Man United, mate. Man United doing a madness 3-0 spanking. Liverpool giving Man United a spanking, lad.
You know what, though? I don't think we actually played well.
I watched it. I'm taking a big. I watched the first half. We bullied them, man.
Yeah, I know.
For the first time ever, I actually like the way we played.
Yes.
We opened them up constantly. Like, for the first 25 minutes, we were opening them up. But we've got to be more than 25 minutes team, you know what I mean? We've got to do it consistently. But as soon as they could beat the press, I like the way we try to press. But when they beat our press, then it's back to basketball vacation settings, isn't it? So yeah, it is what it is, man. But Casemiro do what he does, innit? Like, can I get a nap, FC, innit? That's what it is, innit? Can I get a nap? My guy, forget being sent to the shops. My guy gets sent for naps, mate. He's always lying on the floor, man. Honestly.
He loves that, man. He loves sliding on the floor, man. It's just his nature, innit? Nothing we can do about him, man.
Get him the pillow, mate. Get him a pillow. Bedtime, innit? Bedtime, Cass. Cass, I like you when you stay on your feet, bro. Stop going to bed, man.
Yeah, man. But now, honestly, big up to everyone who's locked in. Smash a like on the video. Well, Ligt and Mazraoui this week is crucial. Minna, you know what I'm saying to you? It feels like it's been eternity. Like, you know, I don't know, but the excitement's got out of me now. When they come, it's just like, okay, cool. Got them now. Get ready for Friday or get ready for the Community Shield because, yo, it's just...
Are you not worried about the lack of talk about Manuel Ugarte or even any midfielder for Man United that they're targeting?
Yo, he returns back today, apparently. That's what they're saying. But
the thing is obviously PSG just announced João Neves today.
Yes.
They're looking at other players as well to strengthen their team. So they're definitely going to look to move him on. But I'm just worried that outside of Manuel Ugarte, there's not really anything else of...
I know.
We're just hearing about, you know, Rabiot is of interest and Zubimendi. But for me, that midfield is a big problem. That is a big problem. And you know what I think has really effed it up for United? I think obviously is a financial problem for United. You know, there's reports that Muppeteers were saying that Man United would rather not sign anyone than have to pay 50 million up front for Ligt, which I completely understand. But this is also the Manchester United that we thought were going to sell Casemiro, was going to sell Jadon Sancho. We thought we'd sell Harry Maguire. So we thought the idea of having those players out of the door would bring the opportunity to bring in these other people like Matthias de Ligt or Nazir Mazraoui. For me, it's worrying. I'm not going to lie. I get it. A rebuild will take a couple of transfer windows. You know, everything ain't going to be fixed in the first summer. The Leny Yoro injury is a big hindrance. Of course, it's not something that it's nothing that we would have foreseen. 18 years old, never had an injury that's kept him out for more than a game or two, and suddenly he's out for 3 months. It's very, very unfortunate. But this is also, I would say, okay, my question is, right, how do you lot feel about the fact that Dan Ashworth, Umar Brada, etc., all of them were on the US tour?
I think it was more PR, you know. It was more kind of like, we're happy family. We want to show that we're different to the Glazers. We want to be a bit more different. Like, I feel like that's why they went there. I'll be totally honest with you. They only went there just to play happy family. Like, and also they kind of knew that there's no point making a deal now because Wan-Bissaka's still here. They need to sell players, so they need to wait till they go back to Manchester, then start working on the deals. I mean, also Christian Vivell didn't go as well, so he might have been working behind the scenes as well. But I generally think they were like, you know what?
Christopher Vivell is just head of scouting. He's got a nice name, but it's basically he's the head of recruitment.
Yeah,
he's not the guy brokering, negotiating these deals with.
He's a middleman, though. He's a middleman. He's the
middleman of fight, but he doesn't. His job right now isn't finding Matthias de Ligt or Nazir Mazraoui because United have found them. They've identified them. The Umar brothers and the Dan Ashworths are the people that are meant to be getting these over the line, which I anticipate, by the way, that they will. It's just a matter of time. I'm just thinking the time that it's taken. We said we were excited about Joshua Zirkzee and Leny Yoro being done before the America tour.
Yes.
Leny Yoro only got to play two games, but one in America. He played the one in Rangers against Rangers, and then he went out to America. Joshua Zirkzee didn't play any preseason game. We are 5 days away from a competitive match. We are 5 days away from the Community Shield.
I know.
And Manchester United will possibly go into that game with maybe a few extra players that have like reported back to Carrington this week. But essentially, most of the people that went on the preseason tour, and it's scary for me. I really hope they can get this deal done. Because imagine they turn around and they say the deal's collapsed.
But apparently, the deal's only. The thing is with the Wan-Bissaka, apparently, I'm hearing today, his wages are the stumbling block.
It's the same thing with Maguire last season. I don't know if you remember, but the difference between what West Ham are offering Wan-Bissaka and what he's on right now, he's entitled to that 12 months of the rest of his contract at Manchester United. He's entitled to it. And
true.
They don't need to break their wage structure to sign Wan-Bissaka. He's only on 90k a week, so I can't imagine what they're offering him. Maybe it's 70k. Their highest paid earner is Paqueta, who's on 150. There's only 5 or 6 people that earn more than 100k at West Ham.
He's on 125,000. Wow.
Kudus is on 90k. Mohamed Kudus is on 90k.
That's crazy, I'm just looking at their wage structure right now.
So West Ham shouldn't have to break their wage structure to sign him.
What did you say?
He's on 90k.
90k, okay. So yeah, he's probably thinking to himself, he can get in there though. Thomas Suchek and them, man. You know what I'm saying to you? But then again, he probably wants to earn a little bit more. Now the fact he's going to join a new club, you know what I mean? He probably wants to earn a little bit more in that regard. So I don't know. But for me, he just needs to leave, man. Like, the fact that United in August are relying on this, man, it's poor, man. I'm not saying do what Juventus did, because I don't know if you see what Juventus have done, Nuruddin and Mina, but they've told people, yo, you're not welcome here, man.
It's not just Juve. Bayern Munich did it. They did it with Mazraoui, with the Ligt. Chelsea are doing it. With Chalobah.
Do you not let them go on tour? Like, is that a thing of like just not let them say, yo, you're not going to tour, we're not taking you to tour, you need to find a new club? Like, could United not do that though? To say you're not coming to tour.
So this new tactic is a new tactic, to be fair to you. It's a new tactic.
Yeah.
That means that the players, the clubs don't want a big fees for those players.
Yeah.
But usually what you do not do is show your cards in it and say, right, we're getting rid of them. No, you have to negotiate a fee for the player because you want to make some money back from them. But for me, in terms of the transfer window, I've been disappointed. Somebody just asked, what do I think of INEOS? They're being shockingly shit. For me, I'm not asked where you are in the globe because everybody's got, this is the office. Everybody's got one of these. This is the office. You can send emails. You can go on a Snoop. You can go on Skype, go on Zoom, do whatever you want, FaceTime. Whatever time, Only thing's the time difference, innit? To get deals and negotiate properly. But to be fair, majority of teams who go on tour, they focus more on the tour and building bridges and doing all the commercial deals in. And whether we like it or not, Omar Barada is hired. It wasn't because of his football acumen. He's hired because of his commercial. He's a commercial guy. You know what I mean? Look at the jobs that he's at Man City. So for me, them being there, it doesn't matter. But I think it's this kind of negotiating. They want 60 million in cash. Manchester United do not have the money to give for players in cash right now. We don't have that. We've got players. We've got 10 million a year, 8 million a year, kind of paying off transfers. That's what people will be expecting Manchester United to do. But in terms of the sales, for me, they've been disappointing. Kambala is a youth player, easy. Who else did they sell? Mason Greenwood, easy. He was one of the most valuable players that we've got. Like easy to do. Yeah. Like, so who have they really sold? Like, we still got Cass, we still got Christian Eriksen.
Ronnie van der Beek is sold,
but that's like he just wanted to get out of it. Like,
that
was so easy. So they've not sold anybody. They haven't got rid of Magam. They haven't got rid of McTominay. They haven't got rid of anybody. And for me, I said this summer, the judgments I'm making of INEOS and all this INEOS hype BS is that how they sell, how they move on. At the end of the day, this is not Meta and Arnold anymore. These are supposed to be football operators, right?
Yeah.
Football operators, like Gary Neville says, they've got fantastic football operators now. Well, there you go. What are they doing? Twiddling their thumbs, mate. They're not moving in nobody.
They are also feeling the effect of the Glazers. Obviously, what happened with the Glazers?
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, you make it right to these players. You're not playing, mate. Next season, you're not playing. And also, when you sign players, get the ducks in a row, and then they'll figure out themselves. They'll go, damn, I'm not going to play. I might as well get off. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to sign the players first, so then they go, oh, damn, I need to get off.
Wow, this is crazy, man. They've got this done rapidly, man. Newcastle signing Matt Gay from Crystal Palace for 60 million deal, man. Not bad at all, man. That's a very, very good signing for Newcastle.
Brilliant,
you know
signing
what I mean?
Newcastle, yeah. And
very good signing.
And after that performance, he deserves that, man. Big up.
He deserves it. You know what I mean? They're only letting him go, Crystal Palace, because they've got that Moroccan brother. I don't know if you know him, you know, but they got a Moroccan brother that they bought from Real Betis. So them man are, you know what I mean? So who would you rather have taken? Mark Gahey or Ligt?
Mark Gahey all day. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Prem experience as well, is it?
Listen, for me, Mark Gahey over Braithwaite. Mark Gahey, any other British centre half, Mark Gahey.
Yeah. He's good, man. He's good.
His speed recoveries is one of the best I've seen, man.
Yeah, he's quick. He's quick, man. He's quick. That's very good, you know. Fair play.
And he can play on the left-hand side.
Yeah. They've got, to be fair, they're not gonna miss him. They've got Richards, they've got Anderson, they've got that brother, they've got a couple of defenders there. So, but it's a big money there. They've sold some big.
They're gonna miss him, Saeed. He's one of their big players, man. They're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Trust me, they'll miss him. Richards is nowhere near him.
Newcastle need to go and get that player, man. They need it because I think Sven Botman's still out with an injury.
Look at that. Palace have sold 2 players for basically 120 million.
Yeah, I know.
United could only wish.
But to be fair, that's their 2 best players, though.
Yeah, it's their 2 best players, but they're still investing as well in the window too.
Yeah, they're probably gonna get some players now. Who knows? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think for me, man, it's just like they're not willing to go, man. And this is the thing, man. It's so like Maguire now is feeling so invincible now.
Let me ask you a question though. Is it really the player's fault?
No, it's not.
Is it you can't blame the player.
No.
And look at Anthony, Anthony came from whatever circumstances that he grew up in. He was on 25K a week at Ajax. His ego now is up here because his manager broke the bank to bring him to Manchester United. And on top of that, gave him 200K. I don't even know how many times you multiplied 25K by to get to 200K a week. But all I know is that he's never going to want to leave. Why should he? It's Manchester United's fault. Man United have shot themselves in the foot. And by the way, we can turn around and say, oh, you know, as a player, you should have standards, etc., etc. But let's be realistic, guys. Football is a short career. If you have a life-changing contract for your family, to create generational wealth, these men ain't going anywhere. Whether it's Harry Maguire, whether it's Anthony, whether it's Jadon Sancho's on 14 million a year. Why would he want to leave Manchester United? Like, let's be realistic.
100%. I totally agree. You know, when we signed Casemiro, I was on this Straightjacket podcast and I was telling Saeed, nobody in world football was offering the length of contract and the amount of money in wages and transfer that we were offering Casemiro. I told Saeed then, and people were moaning and stuff. I told them his grandchildren are not even here. They're dancing on the Copacabana beach. Soon as their granddad signed that, they were dancing. They're not even in this world yet. Right? So that's what I'm saying to you. Like, everything you said, 100% generational wealth, changing people's lives, their families' lives. But what people don't understand, Mina, is that that's Glazeronomics. Glazeronomics, because we get floated. They buy players for this amount of expensive money. Then they put them on these big wages. And I think the Glazers are doing some sort of money laundering. I'm not lying to you. I swear to you, I think they were doing some sort of money. Because you know what they do? They sign players on book value. So the length of your contract. But if they lose out, they make a loss. If you leave before your transfer, like your contract ends, they make a loss. So that's what we've been ruled by. And I said, take 27%, 20 whatever percent about INEOS. To me, the day that I will take INEOS seriously is when they smash Glazeronomics. When I can see clearly, there's no more Glazeronomics. And I'm sorry to say, Manchester United are still operating in Glazeronomics. That's why we can't move nobody on.
No, but I think it's the product of what happened with the Glazer. It's a byproduct of what they've done.
But the Glazers are still the biggest shareholder side. People are
I know that.
Them.
They now
got the biggest. Joe Glazer. Why is Joe Glazer? If you look at the Manchester United hierarchy, why is he? Why is he there? Part of the football project. Why is he in the middle? What the F does he know about football? Because he's representing the family, and they're still the major shareholders. So Glazeronomics is still operating. And when people talk about INEOS this, they still have to operate on Glazeronomics. We sign players for big wages, and majority, we've been shit anyway. So the only reason, Mina, Saeed, and majority of the chat, the reason why we pay more money to these players, because Manchester United haven't been nowhere near anybody. We've known that, Saeed. Agents rubbing their hands, clients going, oh, like Anthony's agent. Oh my God, yes,
bro. He came out as soon as he heard
200 grand, mate. You were on 25 grand,
bro. He as soon as he heard that he was getting sold, Anthony's agent was like, "Yo, he ain't going nowhere. He's staying. He's got another 3-4 years left on his contract."
Even when he was at Ajax, I don't know if you lot remember when they were in negotiations, he was pushing for the move. He was boycotting training.
Yeah. He wrote a letter to.
He went AWOL. He put in a transfer request. He went AWOL, Mina. He didn't just push for the move. He literally did not train, disrespected the club, went AWOL. He went AWOL. He could not be found. So at the end of the day, that's what Manchester United do, though. That's what they do.
I was going to say, United need to be more ruthless, though. Would you be... Let me ask you a question, yeah? Would you not be happy with players being frozen out of the team?
Yes. If they had to be sold, then yeah. If you say now we needed money for Casemiro, just freeze him out, man. You know what I mean? And say what he's got to do. You know what I mean? I know you have to respect him and that, but you just have to let people know. If we need to be moving, especially if listen, the thing is, right, you have to prepare though. You have to prepare like the start of the season. Let them know what's going on. I always hear about players leaving before they've even the season even started. Like you hear about, right, you need to start looking for a new move, start doing this. Man United don't let them know, man, until late in the transfer window. You know what I mean? Like McTominay still believes he's an important player to Man United.
I don't think that. I think the McTominay, I think it's just negotiations. United, I think differently under INEOS. Right now, they're holding out for whatever they think is right for a price tag for a player. Now, Scott McTominay, I think is reasonable. I think 30 million is reasonable for Scott McTominay. I actually think that's reasonable.
Very reasonable.
He gave you 10 goals last season. If Conor Gallagher is going for 35, 40 million, then there's no reason why Scott shouldn't go for 30. Man United are just holding out for that price tag. There's nothing wrong with that. But do you think it might come to a situation in the window where Manchester United's hands are tied behind their back, where they might have to accept lower transfers for some of these players? They might have to accept 20 million for Scott McTominay. They might have to accept 15 or 12 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the players that they're desperate to get out of the door. They might have to do that.
That's a shout, you know. That's actually a shout. They have to. I think they just have to do that and just, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, obviously Casemiro's on big wages, so it doesn't help in that regard. So I don't know. Big up to Killis. Big up the panel. Big up the UK. Please stay safe out there. Dark times. Hope, not hate. Big up Killis. Big up Rawari. As Nordin been right all along. INEOS has done nothing in the transfer window to praise them about. Glazer repackaged. And Mackay says crisis by November. No difference in the team. Listen,
it hasn't even started and people are saying this.
You know what it is, yeah? I've noticed, yeah, I've been a bit more positive about United, and then I've been saying that it's you shouldn't be saying that United should finish or aim for this position or be doing this. And like, everybody's almost like, this is the third season, guys, of Ten Hag. And we're having low expectations, man. That's crazy, man.
I don't think it's low expectations. I think it's realistic.
There's not this, you know, I get it's realistic here, but I feel like it's one of them where it's like we're not kind of forcing the pressure. Big clubs would have forced the pressure by now to be like, you know what, you know, this must be done. Like, you know, this is our third season, man. You know, and we're here talking about top 6, top 7, and like, I don't know, man. I just feel like for me, our football should be better. We should be playing a better brand of football. Players should be gone by now.
What's your thoughts on the football in pre-season then?
I've enjoyed it. I can't lie to you. I've enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I think it's probably one of the best football we've seen. You know what I mean? Yes, certain halves have been not great, but I can't lie to you. This has been one of the only pre-seasons where I've actually seen the style of play. Other ones, it's just been kind of like just scoring goals and just vibes, FC. You know what I mean? When Martial and that were there. But right now, I actually think we've been playing some good football. But, you know what I mean? Come next week, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything if you don't win the next 2 games. You know what I mean? So, but I think the football has been a little bit better. But can it be sustained with the players we've got? Absolutely not. It can't be sustained. You've got to get Ugarte in. You've got to get Ligt. You've got to get Mazraoui in. Mazraoui's played the whole preseason, you know. He's actually fit. He's more fitter than Luke Shaw. I'd start Mazraoui. I'd actually start him.
Well, you could say on the flip side that the football could be sustained because a lot of players have come back to Carrington. Bruno Fernandes, Kobbie Mainoo, that midfield that we've been seeing in pre-season isn't going to be the midfield. We're not seeing Mount in the 10 this season. Bruno plays there. We ain't seeing, I don't know, Collier starting in midfield because Kobbie is starting in the midfield. So we could say equally, like, it might not be sustainable. We could say it is sustainable because, you know, there's improvements to come. There's, you know, beneficial players to come. Now, my biggest problem is, 2 things. Midfield, centre-back. We are one injury away from Maguire and Lindelof, or Maguire and Evans, or Maguire and Lindelof, or Lindelof and Evans. A centre-back partnership that shouldn't even be at Manchester United.
Mina, how dare you forget our new centre-half, Casemiro, our new centre-back. How dare you forget him? We're 2 injuries away from him going back to where he was last season. By the way, Saeed thinks we're on a title charge. Smash the like. We're on a title charge.
I never said that. Who said that?
Saeed, what? You think we're winning the league?
We should aim to finish 3rd in the league this year. We should aim. We should aim. Honestly, we should aim for that, man. I don't really like the fact that 10 hours.
I'm giving Saeed 5 games till I see emergency stream. I'm giving 5 games. 5 games.
No, but the thing is, though,
I swear to God, Saeed's like the NHS. Why Saeed?
No, but I don't like this low expectations.
They call it emergency every 2 minutes, mate.
Nah, but I just don't get the low expectations for a team that's in their 3rd season. Why is there low expectations? Like, I don't get it.
Saeed, it's called being realistic.
It's not. No, but the thing is, it's not realistic though.
Saeed, we finished 8th last season.
But should we have finished 8th though? Should we have finished 8th last season?
We should have finished 11th, really.
No, I get it. But should United?
Our form was 11-12 last
Should
season.
United have finished 8th last season though? Yes or no?
Yeah, the way we played, yes.
You know what United season is going to be like, Saeed? It's going to be like you in that swimming pool when you went to LA. That's what United season is. Guys, do not have any expectations. I watched that video thinking Saeed was going to be Michael Phelps. Well, you are not Michael Phelps.
Yo, people call you know what? People have got a nickname for you. They call you the Marley Phelps now.
I swear down, man. I don't know. I just look at United now in a minute. It's like, I'm done with all of this low expectation bullshit. Like, I'm just kind of like, yo, you man, we are in our 3rd season now. Ten Hag should be playing a better brand of football. We should be more consistent. So that means, therefore, Liverpool having their 1st season with Slot, I think teams will drop off. United should capitalize and finish in around that 3rd spot area. They should aim for that 3rd spot.
Let's talk about it, Si. Let's talk about it. So we're battling for top 4 with 7 clubs, yeah? Let's do it. City, Liverpool, Arsenal. So City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Newcastle, Villa, United, and who else is battling? It's about 7 teams battling for top 4.
Yeah, about 7 teams. Yeah.
7 teams. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs.
Yep.
Chelsea, United, Newcastle.
So that's and West Ham, maybe. West Ham got a good team now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Locatelli, they got, what's his name? Is it who's their manager? Is it Locatelli?
Lopetegui, he's not a great manager, to be honest with you. He's quite pragmatic. So I don't know how he'll do, but we'll see what he does in the Premier League. But my thing is, there is a lot of teams there, but United, we cannot be having a third season and we're battling to finish in the top 6. It's mad. What are we, seriously? Like, Mina, yeah. Like, if last season you were telling me, like, yo,
no, Saeed, I don't think you've heard. Have you seen that? Listen, the Ten Hag Sexuals have remixed it. They're saying this is the first season with a football structure.
I don't get it.
That's what they're saying. Have you heard that? That's what they're saying. They're saying this is the first season. That's what they're saying.
I agree with the expectation being top 4, top 3 because if you're going off of what's in front of your face, third season, nearly 500 million spent, then yes, you should be saying that. But I think we have to look at it realistically, yeah? And outside of Joshua Zirkzee, United probably will go into the Fulham game with the same lineup from last season. Like, you lot are not deep in it. You lot are not deep in it. It's a possibility United will not have a new signing in their starting 11 in the opening weekend of the Premier League.
But you know what it is, though?
Who do we throw the blame on then? We blame Casemiro? We blame Johnny Evans? Who do we blame at that point?
I just don't like the excuse that have been left behind, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why, for me, I'm expecting that. The reality is the reality. Reality is United could finish anywhere between 3rd and 8th again. Is that fair? The reality is, big up Staffy TV is joining us. Big up Staffy TV. But man, the reality is United could finish between 3rd and 8th easily. That's the reality. Everyone agree with that.
Or they can finish first. Apparently, you said we're doing a title charge.
No. I said title charge is not happening. I'm just going to categorically make that clear, guys. We're not getting no title charge. United are not involved in any title charge. But
so I'm telling you, dream big. Dream big, dream big.
But United could finish.
Believe.
Nah, man, no way. Not with this manager. I don't think we'll get there. But with United, realistically, could finish between 3rd.
21's coming.
Man said 3rd and 10th.
Listen, okay. Telling me on the WhatsApp. 21 is coming. 21 is coming.
Nah, 21 ain't coming, man. The only time I believe 21 was coming was when Ronaldo, Varane, and who else came in that summer?
Sancho.
Who came in? Yeah, Sancho. That's when I was like, me and Statman Baines. Remember, we was like, yo, 21's coming. I thought then, but now,
where's Statman, man?
I don't know. I need to message him, man. See how he is, man. Yeah, but he's had enough of United, man. Have you noticed, man? When you don't see these guys anymore, they just had enough of United. You know what I mean? So, but no, I think for me, you know what I mean. This is why what you said there, Mina, before is like 3rd season expectation-wise. I think United should be held to that account, like should be held accountable for them expectations. Like, because last season, I remember I was on shows, they were saying, yo, what's United's goal now? Is it still top 4? You know what I mean? Like, is it still establishing themselves as a top 4 team? Is it still not, And also for me, like the point tally, what is acceptable for you guys? Because I said 10 to 12, maybe 10 to 15 maximum points behind Man City. What's the maximum you would say behind?
That's how we measure success now for Man United, is how many points we finished behind Man City.
No. I'm just saying, like, because it's getting a bit embarrassing now, how many points we end up behind these kind of clubs at the top. The gap shouldn't be 30 points for me personally. Yeah, is that fair?
I don't care about the point gaps between where United finish and first.
I care, man.
Maybe I don't care. Yeah, maybe I don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, let me say this. Mina, I understand why you don't care. You don't care because we're nowhere near them. We don't care because we've not sniffed a title. We finished 2nd twice under Jose and the Oli. Both times over 10 points. One time with Jose, we were 21 points behind City. So what's the point of caring? Like, we finished 2nd, and we were and when we finished with Oli, it was about over 15 points or whatever it was. So at the end of the day, we don't care. But big up Staffy, man.
Big up Northern, big up Mina, big up Saeed. Salam alaikum everyone first and for all. And I was gonna say, no, it's a good point to bring up, Saeed, because I mean, points don't really matter what really matters is where you finish in the table.
Yeah.
But it's a very good indicator of how far you are from other teams. Let's just be honest, because when you look at the gap between us and Arsenal as an example, in his first year when he finished third, what was the gap between us and Arsenal? It wasn't as much as it was last year,
Yeah.
And it just shows you how much they progressed and how much we regressed. So it's a good indicator on who's around you, because it's one thing to finish, I don't know, hypothetically, you finished third and second place was about 6 to 9 points ahead of you. And it's one thing to finish third when the team ahead of you was like about 15 to 20 points ahead of you. So it really does bring in a factor of how far you are. But I will be honest with you, Said, I was listening to you obviously before I joined. Make sure you guys smash a like and all that. I don't know why you have ambition for us to finish third. I generally don't know why. I don't look at this team, and this is not even me doing my negative thing or whatever. I don't look at this team and I think we're the third best team in the country. Not by manager and not by talent that we have in the squad. I don't think we're nowhere near third. I think in a good season, we can finish fourth, because I feel like we're in a group of teams where I think, Nuruddin, you mentioned them earlier. I think it's us, Villa, Chelsea, Spurs, at least those four. I put us all in a very close category where I'm looking at us. I was like, it depends on how our season goes and how lucky you get throughout the season. Is that going to determine if you finish fourth or not? Because I think we don't play better football than Spurs, as an example, and Villa. But Villa lost their best player in Douglas Luiz. So we'll see how they do with a new midfield. You can look at Spurs and you say, well, how much are they going to improve on last year? Because they didn't finish the season well, the second half of the season. Maresca just came into Chelsea. How much is it going to take? How much time is it going to take him and his players to gel together and actually start getting results? Because I think they'll start the season slow. And then who's missing? Yeah. And then there's us. We might get hit with an injury. They might get hit with injuries. I think it's going to come down to context throughout the season to why someone finished fourth. But in terms of talent, I think we're all very close.
I think on Villa as well. Villa playing Wednesday, Saturday now.
Exactly. Champions League as well. That's a good point. Yeah.
Champions League, so how they're going to cope. We saw how Newcastle couldn't cope at the end of the day with all the injuries. But I just feel as though other clubs are a bit more prepared. But you know what? I don't want Manchester United panic buying. Stay on the strategy. Don't panic buy like we did when we got smashed by Brentford.
There's going to be any opportunities to panic buy. I don't think there's anyone to panic buy. The amount of talent there is right now, I don't know who.
There is always this. Trust me, there is panic.
There won't be. I think they
signing players because of panic, because you think they're going to know. Have a clear strategy. Have the scouts the scouting players that you're after. Stay on that. Don't panic about it, because that's what Manchester United are saying. That's what we've always done.
Yeah, true.
I've had a couple of bad results and we panic buy. That's the reality. That's the reality.
Yeah. Big up English Channel FC to say, Nuri was right. Saeed Giddy Watch, INEOS are frauds. That's crazy to call them frauds, but only sales were Greenwood. You know why Kabwala refused contract. Casemiro, Sancho, Anthony's still here. I still think, for me, I had a feeling that Sancho would probably leave, but it looks like he's probably going to stay right now. What's it called? Rabiot. I don't know what's going on with Rabiot. Have you heard anything, Minna, about Rabiot?
He's asking for 7 mil net.
Apparently, yeah, he's asking for 7 mil net, which is like 180, 190 a week. I think maybe even 200. Because obviously outside of England, they calculate salary based on net, innit? They negotiate contracts based on net salary. So gross salary would be about 200k a week.
That's crazy, man. The fact that he's asking for that money is mad. It's mad.
Yeah, who do you think United will end up with in midfield? Because, like I said, there's a possibility United could end up with Casemiro and Kobe on the opening day of the Premier League.
It will be that.
Yeah. That's a possibility. Of course, I'm with that. I think that might happen.
Don't forget Scott McTominay as the false 9.
I will actually lose it.
It'll be a 4-4-2.
Don't forget it. I'm telling you.
It's not going to be a 4-4-2. It's 4-2-3-1. It's not going to be 4-4-2.
No. Honestly, you don't see it. It's going to be McTominay and Bruno up front, and then you'll have
the 2 wide players and 2 midfielders.
Yeah, Ahmad or Rashford. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rants for the raid. Salute all the time. Big up to him each and every time. You know what? I can see Bruno and McTominay up front, and then you'll have Ahmad, Rashford. You'll have Casemiro and Kobe just behind him, and we're pressing like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you want McTominay to start the season, Saeed?
Obviously, if he stays, and I'm not saying if he just
no, of course, if he stays, you think he starts in the 9 ahead of Sancho?
So obviously it'll be that's what I'm saying. It'll be but then where does Bruno play then?
Saeed, let me get this straight.
No.
You said that 3rd place is the expectation because it's Ten Hag's 3rd season, but in that same breath, you're telling me that you're okay with this lineup that you're naming.
I'm not saying it's okay.
Opening day of the week.
It's not down to me.
The opening week of Premier League. Am I saying that right, guys? Am I going crazy or this is what he said?
It's not down to me though.
You know, he told people to dream. He told people to dream.
They said it's not down to you. How can you make a prediction? So it's not down to you. We know that. Just like how we finish in the league.
But we're asking for your opinion.
How can you predict?
My opinion is that United should be aiming for 3rd.
No. But you said Scott McTominay.
If they don't get sold. Okay, it could be. Okay.
So if they don't get sold, you're happy with them starting.
Let's deal with semantics. We're dealing with semantics here. It could be Sancho and whoever up front. I don't know. It could be a false 9. Say it's a false 9 and McTominay's out the door and we get rid of them. If it's that team there, this is what's happening. We haven't got Xerxes. We haven't got any other signings in. That's what's going to happen.
Will probably get minutes next week.
So at the end of the day, that's what's happening.
But he'll probably get minutes next week, say. I think he gets like a cheeky 30 minutes against City.
I'm sorry, he barely played at the Euros. He should get minutes.
Yeah.
He barely played at the Euros. I don't know why he had a long break.
It's not like Bologna were involved in the Champions League or Europa League.
No, he was. It was precaution.
Mm-hmm.
It was precaution. I don't think they wanted to take him to the Euros, to the America. To be honest with you, would you want to take anyone now with this medical team? You can't trust this medical team, man. I would have wanted.
By the way, people, listen. By the way, majority of pictures in America are like AstroTurf, and then they put grass on top of them.
Yeah, they gotta give it up. No more.
So when you plant your foot as a footballer, when you plant your foot into the ground, it's basically sinking in.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah.
I can't blame them.
They play on football stadiums, and when I say football, I mean NFL
stadiums.
They don't actually play them in the soccer stadiums. There are stadiums that are just for that, and they don't play them there because it's lower capacity. So they'd rather put them in the bigger stadiums like SoFi and MetLife than to put them in the other stadiums just so they can generate more tickets. But then that means more injuries. Which shows you why this
the Copa America, man, that was so bad, man. I was watching the games and I was like, these pitches they're not fit for purpose, man. Even the camera angles, man. You know what I mean, bro?
They'll tell you about 2026, innit?
Side next to SoFi where we played Arsenal was the LAFC stadium. It's not that far off it. It's like 10, 15 minutes away. But they will never play in that because if you look at the stadium, it's much smaller. So they're like, no, we're trying to sell more tickets.
Are you based in the US?
I'm in Jersey, yeah. I'm on the East Coast.
Jersey, yeah.
There you go.
He came out, man. He came out today. He said he wasn't gonna come, and then he came. You know what I'm saying to you? So
How long was that flight from Jersey to LA?
It's like 5.5, 6 hours. It's like the same from like here to London, basically.
Is it on the coast? Jersey near New York, and it's on the coast, isn't it?
Yeah, we're on the East Coast. So it's factually coast to coast. Like there's no longer trip than that. That's you going from one coast to the other.
Yeah. Did this comment here? Why did Ten Hag play Yoro? I think he played him just because I feel like he.
Let me answer that, Saeed.
Big game.
Listen, no. He got played because of the sponsor, because of the shirt sales.
Yeah, of course.
That's how he got played. But listen, KG was saying that he saw him limping before in one of the when he was.
I think quite a few people were saying that he didn't even look like he trained. Apparently,
I was there. He didn't train. He didn't train.
That to me is that's mismanagement. If someone doesn't train and then you,
but then people listen. I made that tweet in it. People came that honestly the Ten Hag sexuals came from me, started threatening me. Man started calling me, saying to me, "What are you doing?" They were like, "Oh, Maguire didn't train. Some of them didn't train." And I'm like, "Listen, KG was saying my guy was limping. So why is he playing that game? It's because of commercial, because he is the signing of the summer. It's commercial. He's the guy we beat Real Madrid to and all this. And then playing on some shit pitch that is sinking. It's like, honestly, it's like sinkholes on a football pitch. Have you ever seen sinkholes where people are driving on the road and the road just caves in? That's what these football pitches are, man.
But his injury was like I'm gonna say it was a freak injury because it was off the ball. I don't know if you lot saw it, but no contact. United were defending. I think the ball nearly went out for a throw-in, and then it's like he just planted his foot, and then suddenly he was limping.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. But that exactly the same thing happened with Lisandro Martinez. Remember?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, do not rush him back Manchester United need to go and get.
That's why they've kept him there. You know, I've seen it. They've kept him in. Bless him, but he's just limping around the squad.
He even stayed at the camp. Yeah, he even stayed on the tour.
He stayed on the tour.
Going back.
You know what I mean? So they've kept him over there just to kind of apparently it's because of team morale, team bonding. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. You know what I mean? You could go, but that just shows you he doesn't probably need surgery. Then do you reckon he needs surgery, or do you reckon he just needs to heal?
No, they must have had a surgery. No. Well, it depends how bad his surgery.
I don't think he had a surgery, man. I don't think we would have known.
They said they're coming back for a second opinion in Manchester. That's what the report said.
I don't think they would have kept him with the tour. I don't think they would have kept him with the tour if he needed a second opinion right away. The fact that they kept him for a couple of weeks shows me that they know it was a healing process. And I think they just wanted to keep him with the team to build up the morale, get to know the team, just get the chemistry going, even if he's not on the pitch. I highly doubt he needed surgery and they kept him for that long. That would be such a questionable decision because that means you delayed your surgery by 2 weeks, which means your recovery will be delayed by 2 weeks, and you'll come back to the team 2 weeks later. So, no, I highly doubt it.
Yeah. Guys, there's 890 people there, not even 300 likes. Come on, people, man. Let's get these likes up. You know what I'm saying? It costs you nothing. So, yeah, let's try and get to 300 likes, and then we aim for 400. You know what I mean?
We can't get 500 likes. It's a disgrace.
Now we've got 300 now, man. Baby steps now, man. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's not bad. I get 500 likes, people. Stop being a disgrace.
Get 500, man.
Stop.
500 likes, people. Come on. Let's do it, man. But you know what it is, though?
Stop being like the Glazers, mate. Tight like the Glazers, mate.
It's mad. There was, but like I said to you, it's literally a case of these players leaving, innit? Wan-Bissaka leaving. That would be one of the worst things happen, you know, if Wan-Bissaka stayed, man. I might even cry, man, because that brother there, I can't watch another season of Wan-Bissaka, bro. And we need to get Mazraoui in.
But you're happy to see Scott McTominay.
So why buy a guy who's injury prone, Saeed? A guy who's known to have football.
But he's been fit all summer, though. He's been fit all summer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to take face value.
Face value.
Summer is 4 weeks.
Bro, I get the injury record, but right now I'm not ready to do.
Even worse, Nina, it's muscle.
Listen,
like, that means there's something wrong with you. Like the way you play, and it restricts the movements when you keep.
Let me ask you a question, Saeed. With Mazraoui, 5 years plus 1. That's what they're offering him. But
5 years.
5 years plus 1. That's what he's agreed with Manchester United. A contract till 2029 with an option.
No, it can't be.
Wallahi, go check.
No, him and Ligt, both 5+1.
Same as Joshua Zirkzee, same as Leny Yoro. The year before that, Mason Mount signed a 5-year plus 1. So this is the same problem United had with Aaron Wan-Bissaka right now. Is the contract that he's on and the longevity of the contract.
It was only Ligt 5+ years.
No, it's Mazraoui, it's Joshua Zirkzee, it's Leny Yoro last year. Everyone who signed last year signed a 5-year deal plus 1.
That should mean then that the wages should be. Like,
no,
you know how Chelsea
it's for amortization purposes.
Yes, amortization.
So they can kind of
the Chelsea model.
The Chelsea model. It's not even the Chelsea model, but it's an accounting trick. But
yeah.
Essentially, Man United.
As long as it's not high wages, I don't mind the deal. As long as the wages are not that high.
It's not about the wages though. It's about the fact that 3 years from now, Man United might try to offload Mazraoui and they can't.
Well, it depends, innit? Hopefully they can, but obviously right now.
No, but it's the same issue they're having with Maguire last season. The same issue they're having this year with Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. But listen, I'm right now. I'm kind of like one of them where I just need players in. Obviously, if he could become a success, we're only looking at one side. He could become a success and he could become a valuable player for Man United. I get it. You know what I'm saying too. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be on Saeed's part. My guy's had so many muscular injuries, man.
I'm just trying to think of the positive side. I'm just trying to think of a player who's coming into Man United.
Listen, we're a club full of injuries, and we go and get another injury-prone guy. I just don't get it. Like, what? Everybody said, oh, they're getting the best in their class. The best in their class. You got O'Driscoll, bloody Dracula, right? And then you got all these other dickheads, yeah? Who are just signing players and like you said, giving an injury-prone guy 5 years. It's the biggest joke, mate.
It's not a joke, man.
It's a big
like I said to you, it's either that or you have high wages. So at the end of the day, you've got to take one or the other. For me, as long as he's not on high wages, you know what I'm saying to you. And relatively, and also the fee's not bad as well. 20 million as well, you're getting for him. So
Saeed, since you went to since Saeed went to the US and he got access to their open training,
I didn't get access.
Changed a little bit.
Did you not watch your vlog? You didn't watch your vlog. You didn't watch your vlog,
Mina. Have changed a little bit.
Listen,
in the streams.
Mina, did you watch your vlog?
I watched some of them.
I
watched some of them.
I got let in. I didn't even get access.
I'm just saying now that they saw you there, the Manchester United staff have seen your face there in the open session. Now your opinions have changed a little bit.
You know what?
I think it's the weather in California. I'm not gonna lie. He saw the sun. He came back with too much hopium. I don't like that.
My thing is, I'm damned if I'm negative about United, and I'm damned if I'm positive. Now I've forgotten Ten Hag's here. You know what I mean? So Ten Hag is already here. My focus is now, how can we be a better team? I'm just trying to be positive for the season. And that's what it is.
I don't get. It's not about that.
Any negativity.
No, it's not about that.
Brush it under the side.
It's not about the negativity yet. I just don't get how we could possibly say that United could start with the same starting 11 on the opening week of the.
No, I'm hoping Ogati comes in. I'm hoping De Ligt comes in. And
where does he start though, Saeed? Where does Ogati start? Where does he start in our midfield?
For me, I think he starts alongside Kobe Mainoo.
Yeah, he'll be the sixth.
Kobe Mainoo.
So you think he's an improvement on Casemiro? So it's him.
Yes, because you got to remember, in our system and what we're trying to do.
I can't believe you asked that question, King. I can't believe you asked that question.
Oh, trust me.
Listen, Casemiro,
no one hates Casemiro more than me.
Yeah,
Casemiro comes to sleep, man. Casemiro brings his pillow on the football pitch, man.
You don't have to tell me.
Listen, I'm gonna nickname him Nap, mate. Mr. Nap. He's just there. Forget getting sent to the shops. My guy gets sent to Naps, mate.
Yes, he's more mobile. You know what I mean?
I think United shown they don't have a problem with benching Casemiro. They benched him in the FA Cup.
Yeah, they benched him.
No. Actually, no. They benched him, and my guy said, "Leave me out the squad."
Yeah, just leave me alone. I'm just gonna come to London for the weekend.
Yeah.
Leave me out of the squad fully. Don't put me on the bench.
Yeah, man. Simple. I'm trying to be optimistic about the season. I'm trying to be hopeful that United could have a good season. And that's why my expectations are high on Ten Hag. And B,
we wish that. We all
100%. Yeah. And B, it's that right now, yes, it was a very, very good start. We've hit a stumbling block, but I believe they will get this over the line. I think we've got 2 weeks now to sort this out. 2 weeks.
Do you really think that Ugarte, De Ligt, Mazraoui are all coming in? Because I'm not going to lie, a strong part of me thinks it's 2 out of 3. There's a big part of me that thinks it's 2 out of 3.
I think it's possible, man. Because you've got to remember, Jean Neves is left, is there. They've got 3 or 4 midfielders in there. His responsibilities will be told, yo, listen, you could do your own thing now. It's going to be a loan fee as well, so that should get done quite quickly. Mazraoui and De Ligt are just waiting. All they're waiting for is that Wan-Bissaka deal to go through. As soon as that deal goes through, United then should maybe be able to make that deal. And also, Jonathan Tah. Another thing that people don't realize is that Bayern Munich are waiting for Jonathan Tah to come to their club. And that's had kind of hindered the deal. You know what I'm saying?
But Bayern Munich are staying firm in their price. I think the reports was that they don't want to do a package deal because they value both players separately. Which De Ligt is the more expensive one. 50 million for De Ligt is what they're holding out for. And Man United ain't got the money to pay 50 million up front. Yeah. So I get that United need to broker a deal, I guess structured payments, etc. for that. And that takes time. But we knew that was the case. We knew that was the case. And
they want 50 million euros, which is 42 million.
42 million pounds, yeah.
Yeah, 42 million
which
pounds.
Is just above what they bidded for Jared Brantwaite. If you don't remember, United bidded 45 million plus 5 for Jared Brantwaite. So I don't think De Ligt was ever their first choice. If Brantwaite was available for 45 million,
of course. Maybe that's the situation. Maybe they wanted all 3. Who knows, man? Because at that time, I remember United were going in mad. Remember they were saying De Ligt and the Brantwaite deal, it was irrespective of one of the two. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe they were looking to go and get all 3, but that's optimistic. But for me, I'm glad they're going in for De Ligt more because I think he's more value for money rather than Brantwaite, who's going to be 70 million. Yeah, he may be on the up and he's a big prospect, but at the same time, he's someone that I think, it's too much money. I'm happy with De Ligt at 43 million. or 50 million euros, whatever it is that they're asking for. I'm happy with that. He's still fairly young. He's got experience. Yeah, the injuries are concerned, but ultimately, it's good value for money. You know what I mean? He's coming in. He's going to be a starter. He's got leadership qualities. You know what I'm saying? So you're not getting a nobody. You're getting a guy he's played in the highest level of Europe, you know? So this one here, considering using Jadon Sancho. I told you. I think he's going to play them as a 2. The way we play that system.
That's why when you said McTominay, I was confused, because I think
McTominay or whoever, yeah.
If you do have a front line of Rashford on the left, Ahmad on the right, and you have Sancho and Bruno playing the 9 and the 10, and the midfield behind them has Mainu and whoever, that's not a bad team. I'm not gonna let you put out there, because we've seen Sancho actually play. Bruno play well when he has more both the feet type of attackers. When he has like a front line of just runners like Rashford, Højlund, and Garnacho, I think that's the worst we've seen of Bruno. But when he can actually link up play, we've seen him link up play with Ahmad. We've seen him link up play with Martial. I think that's probably the best combo we can have until at least Xerxes is back, because he should be the starter in this team. You know, so that's actually not a bad team to put up.
Goals coming from this season.
Hey, did you watch my show yesterday? I think there's goals in this team, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think the goals will be spread out.
His goals should be spread out. You know what I mean? If you were to identify the goals of this team, how many do you reckon we could get throughout the whole season? Because I think we could get some good goals now with Xerxes coming in now, being that kind of that playing in that whole where the wingers should.
All competitions or just Prem?
Premier League. If you want to do all competition, that's fair. But
I don't think we get more than 70.
I was going to say we should aim for 60 to 70.
Yeah, 70. That's what I said yesterday. 70, 75, I said yesterday.
I don't think we get more than 70, if I'm being honest. If we get 70, then that's good.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, Diallo's on hot form. You know what I mean? Big up, does Cass watch his games and realize his expiry says V3?
Who is this person? V33. Subscribe to my channel. Finally, I need people that actually believe that this guy's shit. Because every time I come to Saeed, I always get the Casemiro props. You're a rare one. I need you on my channel, bro. I need more people like you. There's not a lot of people like you.
Ridwan is being too nice.
Ridwan,
Anthony won.
Rashford can get 50.
1 goal. That's too nice.
Rashford get 50 to 20. Højlund, yeah, I reckon he could get that. Bruno could get 10 easily. Xerxes could get 10, yes. Sancho, yes, that's fair. Anthony 1. Ahmad, yeah, I reckon 8 to 10 for Ahmad. Who have you missed, though? You've missed someone, though.
Ahmad is going to get more than 8, I'll tell you.
You have to think about midfielders will tap in goals. Defenders will tap in a few goals here and there.
Garnacho off the bench could get 10 goals, I think, for me.
Do you think Garnacho is going to go from that starting role to bench role?
Bench role, yeah. I don't think he's going to be happy about that, by the way. But he has to hold that. You're not a starter, bro. And that's someone that I always back him up. When everyone else cusses him out, I'm always one of the few that say, yo, listen, leave Garnacho alone. But I think Garnacho off the bench will be a menace next season. He can become a menace and score goals off the bench and be a vital part. When we need that extra legs and we need someone who just attacks and is a bit positive on the ball, I reckon he could be a value. You know what I'm saying to you? So he's better off the bench. His development now is better for him to be on the bench. He doesn't need to be starting games.
Who's that?
Sorry? Garnacho. Honestly, he could. Some people develop their game better when they're off the bench because it's like they understand the game, the mechanics, etc.
No, he's starting, mate. He's starting.
You know what I
mean? No way.
This man
over Ahmad.
Yeah, man. This manager favors him, man.
No, he's Ahmad starting. We got breaking news. We got breaking news. Leny Yoro has had surgery on his right foot. So yeah, maybe he was getting back. So why did they send him out early then?
That's what I was just saying. We were just talking about that.
I told you, Lord, they were waiting on they wanted to come back and get a second opinion in Manchester.
Fuck.
But why?
And that's why they didn't give by the way, that's why they said up to 3 months. They haven't given an exact time frame. They said up to 3 months, 8 weeks, up to 3 months.
Whatever happens, right? I just don't want him rushed back like they did with Martinez and then break down again. I don't want that. I don't want him rushing back like Luke Shaw, like Malacia, the club. People don't know about their football club, innit? Go and research what the club did to Malacia. Go and research it. They gave him loads of injections.
So they've given an update. They said, Man United defender Leny Yoro had successful surgery on his right foot, on his foot injury, Our summer signing Leon sustained an injury in the team's risk friendly against Arsenal Los Angeles. Yard return start now. We look forward to 80-year-old returning
around
to
3 months. Yeah.
In around 3 months. Wow.
I don't want them rushing him back, Saeed. The injury is bad, but
look at the Athletic though.
People back.
The Athletic are saying that in their article that they did when he was announced injured, they said that metatarsal injuries take longer to return to match ready. If you have an operation on it.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you.
We wasted 2 weeks.
You might listen. You can have a Manchester United 10 or 11 players on metatarsal. Wayne Rooney, Gary Neville, David Beckham.
Yeah.
I can carry on. Sandro Martinez, Leny Yoro now. You can almost put a team out. The amount of people that have had it. Of course, when you've had a surgery on it, they have to put metal in sometimes. They have to put wires in to straighten that. But like Martinez, if he comes back, was he on his left side or right side, by the way? Is he right foot? He's right footed, isn't he?
He's right foot.
Right footed, yeah, right footed.
It's the one that he uses the most.
I think it was right foot.
Yeah.
Lisandro happened. I think Lisandro was on his right foot.
Can't believe that, man. I feel for the kid, man. Fuck's sake, man.
Lisandro was his weak foot. Yeah, it wasn't his.
Yeah, it was his right foot. Yeah, it was his right foot.
Yeah. Big up my guy Craig, man. Always love my guy. Says big up the guys. Think we need at least 3 more signings to even be close to top 4. Ideally, Tony too. Do you think Ten Hag lasts the season? No.
I think don't trigger the Ten Hag sections, man. You know the Ten Hag Defense League might come after you. Don't trigger them.
Do you know why I think? Do you know why I think he could last? Because it will probably cost Man United a bit more money to get rid of him. Man United, if and I'm not being like negative, but if this season doesn't work out the way that we anticipate that it should, they might look at it and be like, okay, if summer we spend time offloading more players, bringing in more players for the project, and basically that 12 months left on his contract is basically it's a write-off, but it will cost them more money for a team that's cash strapped. Guys, United are financially, they're really struggling. I'm not saying that should be the case, that should be done. But I feel like that's what INEOS might do.
But that should be BS, because Manchester United now should be clear when it comes to FFP, because it was counting from that. We didn't put anybody on furlough and anything like that from COVID, the money that we borrow on COVID. And Manchester United now, last season, made 50 million almost in sales of selling players, right? And they sold all of it. It should have been profit, because we sold mainly a lot of youngsters last season, right? And this season, we sold... How many people we sold? We sold Greenwood, that's straight up cash.
Yeah.
Kumbala, that's straight up cash.
Yeah.
So this idea that Man United are broke is a joke to me. And
no, you know, they're suffering from the Glazers, isn't it? I think for me, they're suffering from.
They want to let people know and go, "Oh, we're broke," but it might be a strategy so that people can't rip Man United off the game. But anyway, all I'm saying is don't panic. But join us, United Real Therapy people. If any of you want to jump on stuff in Mina, jump on. But we're going to be talking. I'm saying don't panic, because to me, the last thing I want Manchester United to do now is go and panic and give donkey players 5-year plus 1 contracts who are injury prone guys. That's what I don't want. So if Mina asked the question before, I'll take Igate and Ligt. And I'm even worried about Ligt's injuries, Mina, about that knee. If you know, you know. I'm worried about the knee. But I don't want Manchester United panic buying like they usually do. And by the way, next week's game, for me, is a charity shield. For me, that's still pre-season, man. I'm all about...
I want to win that game. I want to win that game, man.
I'm all about Fulham. 3 points. Yeah. Charity shield, lose or not, man, whatever. Fulham is the game that the players should be prepared. Ligt today, Kobe came back. Who else came back today?
Pulisic, that's pretty much it.
Pulisic and Shaw. But Shaw, you know that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Forget about it.
Yeah, you're right, Min, about this, you know. This sort of athletic, how metatarsals that need operation can require longer for match return. This is a guy, by the way, that never has got injured once for Lille. An abductor that kept him out for 1 game. Midweek game, I think it was as well. And he was back the following game. And he's injured.
We're just cursed, bro. Especially with our center.
No, we're not cursed. Staffy, please, people need to stop saying this.
No, we are cursed.
No, we're not cursed.
It's the same
we're
injury.
Not cursed. We're not cursed.
Honestly,
we're not
the same injury.
We've just got,
you can't blame the medical team.
Inadequate people. We've got inadequate donkeys.
Yeah, but how can I blame them for that?
And we played basketball
For a
levitation
fracture
of
in
football.
someone's foot.
Listen, we played.
No, it's not a muscle injury. It's a fractured, bro.
Last season, I'm talking about last season.
Nobody's not having it. Nobody's not having it.
No, last season. I hear. I'm talking about. Let me correct myself, Nuruddin. I'm talking about both our center backs having the same injury. Sandro last season and the season before, and this season is Yoro. The same exact injury. That's why I said we're cursed. The rest, I hear you. Yeah, our medical team is just shit. But when it comes to muscle injuries, I'm with you. Yeah. But this one, what can we do about it?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, people, man, we're gonna redirect to Nuruddin's channel, guys. Guys, it's still 938 of you, and the likes right now not even on 400. That's absolutely appalling, guys. Have some shame. You know what I'm saying to you? We're giving you quality content. You know what I mean, guys? Hit the like button. If you don't know where it is, it's on the bottom of your screen, and it looks like that. Yeah, looks like that. You just have to hit that, and that means it's liked. You know what I'm saying to you? So please, now we have to explain it, man, because maybe some people don't know where the like button is. Maybe people are watching on TV. If you watch it on TV, go on your phone. I think you could. Can you like the video on TV?
Of course,
you have to press like
there you go.
Down.
There you go, man. So guys, I'm gonna explain to you guys.
Don't buy technology you don't know how to use.
Yeah, I'm saying to you. So get your young ones to help you out, man, if you don't know. But big up to everyone who's locked in. Big up to everyone who's super chatted on the channel today. And when we go redirected to Nuruddin's channel, Nuruddin, what were we talking about? Let them know.
We're going to be talking about, for me, I don't want people to panic. We're also going to be talking about INEOS stripped by Glazonomics in it. And we're going to be talking about, was the tour a success? Obviously, you've been part of the tour, Saeed. You were on tour there with the lads, with the Leny and everybody else. You were there, you know what I mean? Making videos. We're going to be asking you about how successful the tour was. We're going to compare it to what the tour was last season. And then, talk about all of these different things about, to me, other than Manchester United, and obviously the breaking news about Leny Yoro as well, and about his, let the kid heal, man. To be fair, when you're young, one of the things about injuries that when you're young, you heal quicker. You heal quickly. But to me, surgery is going to take time, and I don't want them rushing back, man. When you're 18 years old, if he was 26, 27, you're like, you know what I mean? He played a lot of football, but when you're 18, you can heal. Hopefully, it's a good healer.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. People,
so big up people.
Love. Make sure you follow Minna. Minna, have you got anything coming up on your channel?
No, we just do daily streams, man. Come through whenever.
Streams. What time do you do those daily streams, Minna?
It changes, bro. It changes, but it's always evening. Sometimes it's daytime. It actually changes. I'm inconsistent with the time.
You know what? You need to send a link on the thing, and sometimes I might be out and about. I can jump on.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah, man. Love.
Yeah. And stuff he's doing Egypt as well. He's doing an Egypt watch along today, later on.
Hey, listen.
Egypt in the Olympics.
Yeah, we're playing France, so pray for us.
Is that the semi-final? Is it the semi-final?
It's the semi-final. I can guarantee if we lose, there will be no racist chance. So we'll safe on that side. So come in and tune in for us. Pray for us. Egypt versus France. They're the favorites.
Who's on the other side? Who's on the other semi-final?
The other semi is Morocco and
Spain. Spain just won.
Spain. Morocco and Spain.
Come on, Morocco and Egypt. Come on,
we can have an all-Arab final. Yeah.
I think they just lost.
Morocco.
Yeah, I think Morocco just lost. I think.
Man, yeah, because it's about to end. Yeah.
Egypt need to get it there for me, man, and so that the Palestinian flags can be flowing high. Come on, people.
Yeah, Spain already won 2-1. Yeah, so Spain
France versus Egypt
just ended. I forgot.
Yeah. Come on, Egypt. Thierry Henry is having a
laugh. And it's in their backyard too, so it's a tough game for us. But we'll see what we can do.
Let's see, man. Big up the Egyptians, man. You know what I'm saying? To big up everyone who's locked in. Like I said to you guys, stay safe out there. You know what I mean? They're even targeting cemeteries right now. I've just seen some news
that video. Oh my god, I saw that video. It pissed me off.
Crazy, man. So guys, look after if you're Muslim, protect the mosques. Even if you're Christian, man, you don't know what's going on nowadays. So
Listen, everyone, people, solidarity with each other. It's about skill. Don't fall into the fascist ideology. The reason why ethnic minorities are here is because of the British Empire.
Facts.
So if you got anything to do with anything, go and take it up with the British Empire. Go and take it with the royal family and everybody else. Because they went to everybody else's gaff and they didn't even ask. They didn't even have a passport. They came in and looted those countries. And that's why we're here. Now, if you want to give 10 trillion, We'll all go and leave you with your mayonnaise, yeah? We'll go, trust me.
Yeah.
Crusty mayonnaise,
Yeah,
man.
trust me.
No sauce. We'll leave you. Trust me, we'll leave.
I don't mind leaving as well. I can't lie to you.
We'll leave. Trust me on this one.
Tax-free, man.
But
tax-free life.
if you don't want that, don't fall into the hate. We're all the same battle in life. So don't fall into the hate.
Yeah, that was the one before I wrap up. That was another one. There was a guy going, I'm struggling to pay my bills. I said, bro, do you think everyone else is not struggling to pay their bills? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. But them same jobs that these lot don't want to do, the English people, yeah, the one that were racist, the fascists, yeah, is the same jobs that these foreigners and the immigrants are doing. But it's crazy. But anyway, guys, like the video. Come to United Real Therapy. We're out. Peace.